My grandpa and I have always had kind of a really close bond since a young age. One of my best memories with him is whenever we played piano together. When I was a kid, I took lessons because of my grandpa, because I'd see him playing and I thought it was so much fun and it just sounded really pretty, and so he kind of guided me to that.
I got involved in a gospel quartet. We did auditoriums and things with the big name gospel groups and those kinds of things. My actual first church I went on staff to minister was at Coffeyville, Kansas, and they ordained me in 1977. I love helping people. I love working with people. I'm a talker and I enjoy sharing, and so that's very important to me, and that's a goal in life, is to be able to do it again. I first injured my foot in November of 2019. It was night and it was dark and I'd forgot to plug in my phone, so I went to plug in my phone and I accidentally kicked the stereo cabinet. A few weeks later, then it wasn't healing and it was swelling up, so I had some infection under 2 of my toenails and they wouldn't heal. And first thing I know, within a month or so, I've got gangrene started in my left foot.
These foot ulcers can be very challenging to treat if only focused singularly on the ulcer itself, because there's often a component of blood flow and a lack thereof really to the wound that leads to the progression of the wound and often the lack of healing.
The doctor wanted to schedule me to take my leg off, and I said, no, I want to investigate every possibility of saving my leg that I can find. We were working on trying to heal that left foot, and I fell with my foot on that oxygen tube. Well, it took the same progression as the one on my left foot. I was seeing the wound care doctor and he was saying the legs need to come off. I saw a surgeon and he said the legs need to come off. I went to Mayo Clinic and talked to them and they said the legs need to come off. And then it was a little tough going through it without my wife. She died in 2018 she'd had cancer for 7 years. So going through this without her there, it was a downhill progression, and to the point that I even, I've never been so depressed and in such despair. Dr. Bunty came in and he stood down at the bottom of the bed and he looked at my feet and he said, you know what, I think I can help you. And that was the message that I was waiting for. Somebody to say, I think I can help you.
It was a glimpse of hope, that, hey, somebody's finally listening to us and somebody can finally help us. I think that was a turning point for us to know that there's somebody out there that's going to try something different.
With new technologies, including the deep vein arterialization procedure we've started here in March of 2020, it has revolutionized how we treat these quote-unquote no option patients who really have no other option other than having their leg amputated, and provides a lot of hope to these people.
Mayo Clinic said I was the worst case of arterial sclerosis they'd ever seen. And that's why they said, yeah, your legs need to come off. But when I told them a little bit about what Dr. Bunty had said and what he was doing, they were saying, you're going to get better treatment there than you would here. So go with that, and blessings to you. I went into those surgeries with complete confidence. The fear was gone.
We use an artery in the top of the lower leg below the knee and connect it to a vein. And then in that vein, put stents all the way down to the ankle. And that allows the blood flow to get to the foot through an unconventional means through the veins, and then thereby provide blood flow to the foot. He went through multiple procedures, but the end result, I think you would agree, is worth it. And sure gives me a lot of satisfaction to see him do so well.
Finally, I can say, you know, the wound doctor has dismissed me, home health care has dismissed me. I got a schedule for next Tuesday to go get shoes fitted. And so I'm excited and I'm very positive. I'm already making plans for what I'm going to be doing here in the future.
Looking back, yeah, it was a struggle, and there were times of, you know, depression and stuff, and the outlook seems grim. But when somebody gives you that little, you know, support and help and hope, your outlook is so much brighter.
You can see a pretty dramatic change from when this all first started to where he's at now. He's
found joy in his grandkids, and, you know, that's why, you know, as for me and my family, we spend time together. Because you never know when that might end.
Well, I have a pretty cool family. I live in the house with my daughter and son-in-law and my youngest grandson, and they have helped me tremendously. My daughter can share such a special bond with her old papa that I got to share with him, and so I think that's really sweet and that's really helped him. I owe it to, first of all, God doing miracles in my life and the support that I've had. But I can thank the doctors, and especially Dr. Bunty, who gave me the hope that I was going to be able to go on in life and keep my legs.
I think one of the great things about working at St. Luke's is being able to offer that hope through innovation, and it's not a cliche. It manifests now with Mr. Thomas's really poignant story. The PROMISE 2 study is now completed. That was the study that Mr. Thomas was enrolled in, and I am really pleased to say that the amputation-free survival, meaning patients' opportunity to survive without an amputation at 6 months, was well over 70%. 100% of the patients enrolled in this study would have had their leg amputated as a no-option population. It is important that we keep doing the research, that we might get better and better at solving the issues that take away the joy and the life from people. You can't say thank you enough. And people don't understand how overwhelmed you feel by all of these odds that are against you and everybody telling you you're not going to make it and it's not going to happen. But the people that were there for you when you needed them are priceless.